Hello and привет, Russian learners, and welcome back to CaFeRussian.com. Today is a very important day because the time has come for us to speak about Russian alphabet. And I know a lot of you are already familiar with the alphabet, but the way I'm going to tell you about it, it's a little bit different from the common way, when you just go through all 33 letters one by one, just pronouncing them. I will share with you a little hint on how to memorize it faster and more efficient. So I hope after this video you will have no problems with Russian alphabet whatsoever. So let's start. First we're going to have a look at letters that look the same as Latin letters in English alphabet, and they sound very, very close. First of them is A. A looks like A and sounds very similar. A. For example, автобус, автобус, or авто, авто. M. So here it's no comments, just M. Мама, месяц, метро. Е. Е is a little bit confusing because it looks like English letter E, and English letter E can pronounce as E, for example, like electronics or elephant. But in Russian it sounds more Е, Е, like ель, O. So in English it's more like O, so you have a little bit of U sound in the end, like O, when in Russian it's shorter, it's just O. Озеро or облако, K. Very similar again, not K, but just again shorter, K. Книга, кино, Т. Театр, трамвай, or тапочки. You don't really need this word. It just sounds funny. The second group is letters that look like English, but they sound totally different. V. I know it looks like B, but it's not. Вторник. Второй. Водопад. Водопад. S. Среда. Суббота. Day of the weeks first that come to my mind. Собака. Yay! N. Нос. Небо. Носки. You're going to need some if you're coming to Russia in winter. U. Ухо. Утка. Утро. R. This one is hard to pronounce, I guess. R. Like tiger. You can pronounce it your style. It's going to be fine. No worries. Река. Рука. Аэропорт. Х. It's very, very soft and very silent. Х. Хвост. Холм. Хлеб. The third group is letters that look totally different than Latin letters, but they sound very familiar. First one is B. Бабушка. Билет. Broccoli. This one is funny. Yo. It's like Y and O. Y, O. Yo. But if it's hard, really hard to pronounce, you can pronounce it just O. It's not quite right, it's not quite the same, but if it's super hard and you can get it, just pronounce it as O. Ёж. What words do we have with yo? Клен. Клен. L. Лимонад. Limon. Lime. Y. It's very close, like boy. Boy. So you already have this y sound in English. Yoga. Yogurt. G. Город. Груша. Гигант. Z. Зонт. Здоровье. П. Папа. Пока. Послезавтра. Послезавтра. Д. Дедушка. Девочка. дедушка, девочка. День, день. И, игра, икра. So yeah, don't confuse them. Игра, икра. We like икра in Russia a lot. F. Фрукты. Финал по футболу. And FIFA. Everything you need to know in one letter. Football, FIFA, final. Group number 4 is going to be a little bit more tricky because these letters can be peculiar because they look crazy and they sound not familiar. First one, Ž, Ž. For example, the word жук, жук. And this letter actually looks like a beetle, right? Beetle when you crashed it, when your foot like... Журавль, кожа, ш, шея. Another Russian delicacy, шпроты, штаны, экономика, эротика. I don't know why. Where did it come from after шпроты? Everest, ц. It sounds like T and S at the same time. Ц, цветок, цвет, царь, щ. You probably know Russian dish борщ. Everyone knows борщ, which is actually Ukrainian, but everyone thinks that's Russian. In Russian we have another soup, it's called щи. Щи. It's very similar to борщ, but it's without beetroot. You. That's not a complication at all, I guess, for you guys, because, you know, you and you. It's just a little bit shorter. That's all. Юг. Июль. Ч. Четверг. Черный. Черный четверг. Я. Я. You know, like German. Я. Январь. Яблоко. And the last group, the 5th group. Only 3 letters are here, and they are a little bit tricky. First of all, you will never see them at the beginning of the word. They are never the first letter. And you have nothing like this in Latin alphabet. That's why it can be a little bit hard to get to understand these 3 letters. The first one is soft sign. Soft sign, it doesn't have any sound just on its own. Just this letter, I can pronounce it because it's not pronounceable. But what does this letter do? It has a very important job. It makes letter before it soft. For example, the word ходить. If we didn't have this letter, like the soft sign at the end, the word would sound ходит, ходит. But if you put soft sign, it's ходить, ходить. Let's try it one more time. Let's take to like, любить, любить. If you omit soft sign, that will sound любит, любит. If you put soft sign, любить. Hard sign. That is not very common at all. The only one common word that I can think of is въезд. Въезд. If you omit hard sign, it will be вест. Вест. Like v plus е, ве. But if you put hard sign, въезд. You pronounce v and ye, not ве, but в-е, въезд. Another one, the last one. And I personally think the hardest one, but you will get it. No worries. It's ы. Ы. You know how in English you have this word tint? So it is similar, very similar to ы. Tint, крыша, комары, коты. So actually this letter very commonly used to make plural. And that is it, my friends. Hope it was interesting for you. Hope you found out something new and useful. Have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Bye!